Hello guys, it's me, Red David Dinosaur, and today with another The Crew video. Today with some cars that allegedly gonna come for Season 8. Season 8, in my opinion, is gonna be the last season for The Crew 2 since The Crew Motorfest got announced yesterday. If you want to know more about The Crew Motorfest, my thoughts and opinions about it, there is a link in the eye on the sky right there, so you can check it out. But let's go into it. The first car that is gonna come for, especially for to buy on season 8, is the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo VI GSR. Basically, at the end of the 90s, Lancer Evolution, pretty famous for being a rally car. Driven by Tommy Mäkinen. There is a special version of Tommy Mäkinen of the Evo 6, so it's a pretty legendary car, and I'm very happy that they are basically growing up more of the Mitsubishi lineup. Especially the FTO was very good, and the Evo 6 is a classic, and it's pretty famous in the GATM culture. Continuing, we have an American car, the Chevrolet Corvette C8-R. We have already the street version of the C8. So right now they're gonna release the racing variant, the C8R. Pretty famous for Le Mans, also to run in IMSA as well. So, and also this car is gonna come to retirement on this year because it's gonna be replaced by the GT3 version of the Corvette. So it's a pretty nice addition, especially in this year that the car is basically gonna get retired. Continuing, we have the Maserati MC20 for hypercar. I'm quite divided for this car. The MC20 was never a favorite. It's a more conservative version of its last iteration, that was the 2005 MC12. That was a monster, and it's a beautiful car. The MC20 is more of a B6, more conservative version. It's more of a sports car, but the Ivory Tower wanted to put it on hypercar, so it is what it is. We're gonna have also some Porsches. We have the Porsche 917K on touring car, a legendary car, won Le Mans back in the 60s and the 70s. It's a great machine. This car was basically the one that actually beat up the GT40. So it's a great car and a legendary piece of history for Porsche. We also have another Porsche, the Cayenne Turbo GT. That is basically the coupe version of the Cayenne. Allegedly the fastest SUV on the market. I'm not a big fan of SUVs, but it's something different and could be actually really good. Who knows? But yeah, that's what we got. Another Porsche is the Panamera Turbo S. But not the normal version. We're gonna have the Turbo S Sport Turismo. Basically, is the shooting brake version of the Panamera. The fact that it's a shooting brake is a favorite for me. The car looks beautiful. The Panamera Turbo S has actually go into this evolution of styling that is really good. It started really bad with this car that looked really ugly, but later on this car has been evolving into this really cool shape that makes it look like a Porsche, and at the same time it has a lot of power as well. So it's a pretty nice addition that we have the Turbo S. With racing cars, continuing with the KTM X-Bow GT2. If you have already the GTX on hypercar, this is basically the GT2 X-Bow is basically the racing version of the GTX. It has the regulations to participate in GT2 races. So it was coming, and some people will have to say, okay, it's a repeated car. It's the same GTX, but now in racing in touring car. Yes, it's pretty much like that. What it is the GT2 is basically a GTX. And a really weird addition that is one of my favorites, the Spyker Laviollette GT2-R. Like, this car is really obscure. This car participated in FIA GT back in the 2000s, and it never won a race. It was never competitive, and this car is pretty obscure. But the fact that you see an Spyker C8 Laviollette race car, it was pretty cool. It's like those Morgan race cars that also participated in FIA GT. So it's a quite cool addition. It's really obscure. I really like this trend of Ivory Tower just adding this really obscure, like not too much people know about those cars. Like this is a great addition for that, and I'm pretty happy that the Spyker is still giving licensing, even when they are kinda in a really interesting shape. They are kind of in a life support. I don't see them releasing new cars. They continue with the Saleen S1 GT4 Cup, same as the Corvette C8. We have the street variant. So right now we're gonna have the race variant that participates in GT4. Very popular in IMSA GT challenges. So nice addition. And that's pretty much it. We're gonna have another some Alpha GPs, but those Alpha GP cars are pretty much made by Ubisoft Ivory Tower, and I don't have pictures that the pictures that are about those cars are pretty much only are only from the game, and I don't want to risk this video just showing work in progress and being copyright strike by Ubisoft. So these cars, this Proto Concept Pulse Performance, the Concept Glow Motorsport, and another one, they're gonna be basically cars that are from the game, that are made by Ubisoft. And I saw them and they're really interesting. One of them really is pretty inspired in a Formula One back in the 70s, 60s. So it's a really nice car, but sadly I can show them. But that's pretty much it for the cars that probably gonna get released in Season 8. As I said, I think Season 8 is gonna be the last the last substantial update for the Crew 2, unless they have another update for summer or something like that. But I don't think it's gonna be like that. We have another the Crew Motorfest coming out, and it's gonna be in 2023. So probably this is gonna be the last bigger update for the Crew 2, and these cars I mentioned gonna be the last additions. So yeah, thank you very much. Tell me what do you think in the comment section right below about those cars. What is the one you want most? I know I really want the Turbo S, the Panamera Turbo S. So let me know what do you think in the comment section. If you like what you saw, consider subscribe. I will cover more of the Crew in the future, and I cover this topic quite a lot on this channel. So yeah, thank you very much, and see you on the next one. Goodbye.